You're watching the singles final of the Tonbridge Open, filmed at the 6-in-1 Club in December. Massive thanks to Tony Jepson, Craig Higgins and the team for letting me film, and Anvil is the chalker. Great final in store here between Richie Howson and Paul Dawkins. And again, a massive thanks to them for letting me film. This has been a fantastic day of darts. Lovely 140 from Dawkins to settle his nerves. It's £500 to the winner, and all prize funds were guaranteed. So well over the 64 entries in the end. This was filmed on the 29th of December, so it's that strange week where it's hard to keep track of what the day is. Yeah, fantastic turnout. And we've had a pairs competition as well before this, and you can see that video elsewhere on the channel, and that also involved Richie Howson and his partner Lenny Holmes, and they took on Ben West and Steve Beasley. Great start from both players in this finale. Dawkins have got us underway with the slight advantage, but Howson is looking well placed here to apply some pressure. As you can see, this is the only game that's happening at the moment. This is the final. It's been a lovely atmosphere today. So Dawkins couldn't take out the big finish. And Howson here poised to strike and break first. A reprieve then for Dawkins. Single 20 will leave Tops to hold his throw in 18. Underside of the wire, so Howson with another opportunity here to break in this quick fire race, and it's a 16 dart break of throw for Howson, and he's throwing to double his lead in this first to four contest, and that will be the same format, of course, that Howson will be playing in the Modus Super Series. And a maximum to kick us off in leg two. Great start. All the pressure now very much on Dawkins. Dawkins has had a fantastic day. He's beaten a lot of very high caliber players to reach this point. Lewis Bennett, Richie Edhouse, the PDC Tour card holder, Sam Fuller, Kevin Edwards, Joshua Birksfield, amongst the players that Dawkins has beaten to get to this point. He was a former England international, of course, so it should be no surprise that he has that game up his sleeve. Howson looking very good here. The Viking Cup winner and regular now on the World Seniors Tour. He will be going to the Circus Tavern, the World Seniors Championship, for the second year running. This will be a nice blockbuster finish. He wasn't far away with his first dart there, but he will leave himself very handily placed indeed. Tops after 12 darts. Great going from Howson. Dawkins, even with a maximum, wouldn't be able to leave a finish. Perhaps already thinking about the next leg. Tops hit once again by Howson, a 13 dart hold of throw, and this is all going one way as things stand. But a couple of multi-treble visits for Dawkins, so just has to hope he can keep that kind of form up and find a way into this match. Well, Howson's had a fantastic 2022, it has to be said. He's had 2 wins on the World Seniors circuit, and that's what's ultimately got him into the World Seniors Championship, and I think he's definitely going to be one to watch. Another good visit here. Enjoyed couple of wins at the World Seniors Masters, beating Trina Gulliver and Keith Deller. Losing out to the eventual winner, Dave Cameron. Dawkins having a better leg here. And has a healthy lead. And he's in again. Yeah, onto a 2 dart combination after 12. It's very good going. It's a lovely use of the bullseye there from Howson, but double 19 incoming for Dawkins. Chooses to go straight at it. Well, this will sting. And it's on. It's treble 15. Not close. So, what do you do? Do you go straight at this? Straight at double 19? No. Chooses to split. Double 16. Good conversion there from Dawkins. An 18 dart holder throw. He was under a fair amount of pressure there from Howson towards the end of that leg. So he's held his composure very, very well indeed. Yes, Dawkins was an England international in 2015 in a squad that also contained Glenn Durrant when he was at the peak of his powers. And I think Scott Mitchell was in that squad as well. So was used to playing at a very high level indeed. I think that was the same year he qualified for the UK Open through the Riley's qualifier route. And he's also got a couple of appearances in the latter stages of the World Masters as well. So he's certainly been used to playing at a very high level and quite clearly still has a decent game in him. Don't think he's done any World Seniors events yet, so I think that will probably be on the horizon. Although I have to say, looking at the World Seniors side of things, it is very pricey, isn't it, to enter? I think it's about £100 a tournament. I wonder if the price might come down for those. Be interesting to see what happens with those events. Certainly lots of opportunities for players that aren't on the PDC Tour now. World Seniors, ADC, and of course the Modus Super Series, for example. Howson in the box seat in this fourth leg. Dawkins needs a big score and quickly. He does get one treble, so he does get down to a finish. But you would fancy Howson to take this out in the kind of form that he's been in. Beat Connor Scott in the semi-finals, a PDC Tour card holder. On the wire for Howson. Yes, Howson was 2-0 down in that contest in the semi-finals against Scott, but came back to win 4-2. Also beat Steve Beasley and Curtis Watts. Double 2. Some double trouble here for Howson, so perhaps an opening here for Dawkins. Wanted treble 17 to leave double 10. That's a good recovery. Oh, I think there's a mistake there on the scorecard. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. But it doesn't matter because Howson does tidy up. Sometimes these things happen. You can only go by on what's written down on the scoreboard, and sometimes mistakes do happen, of course, so we can only go by what's been written. It is Howson who goes within one of lifting the title. I really would like to take this opportunity to encourage you to visit the 6-in-1 club if you ever get the opportunity to go, if you're local to Tonbridge. It is a fantastic setup. It's where Kent play their UKDA county games. And you can get a feel for the venue if you look in the background of the video here. There are 12 boards in total. There's a big show board there with the stage board, which is presumably used for the county element. But 8 boards were used for the matches, and then 4 were used for practices. Perfect kind of setup. This is good from Dawkins. It is a 140, so Dawkins, if he can hold his throw here, he then has to try and find a break. Which he's been unable to do so far in this contest. But certainly scoring well. Average for Howson has come down a tad for those missed doubles. But keeping pace with Dawkins in this leg as he tries to get over the winning line here. Long day of darts for Howson, but all very crucial practice ahead of the challenges ahead. Isn't going to Q School. We'll do the Modus Super Series instead of that, and then obviously has the opportunity to qualify for Champions Week. Dawkins wanted that to stay in this contest. And now a tournament dart incoming here, at least for Howson. Is going to get one at, oh, is it double 10? And there's a tournament where you can see what Howson thought of that one. Looks to the heavens. Dawkins with an opportunity to save himself. Survived a tournament dart so far. 20 dart leg for Dawkins keeps him in it. But he needs to win the next 2 legs. And he needs to break the Dawkins throw. Howson, as I mentioned, Fitz. He won 8 games that day to lift the title. Beat Nick Kenny in the final. His first game was about 2 o'clock. His last game was about 9:30. So certainly has the endurance and the stamina to play at a high level. And a fantastic title to pick up. That was played at the O2. Lovely visit from Dawkins, and that puts all kinds of pressure on Howson here because that gives him a 105-point advantage. Howson needs to find a way back into this leg because Dawkins is applying the pressure. Is the momentum just starting to swing in his direction? Treble there would have been nice.
58.
Well, it's a great find from Howson, and that really does change the complexion of this leg as he tries to serve this one out and pick up the £500 first prize. The Howson is a former PDC Tour card holder. But so many fantastic opportunities now, as I was saying, available to players not on the tour, including local events such as this one. Double 16, more tournament darts incoming for Howson. Great marker. No, shake of the head. Wasn't happy with them. So 3 tournament darts now. The 131 won't go, so Howson will be back for double 8. Can he get over the line here? They're getting closer. Hammers the wire. Head in his hands. He can't believe it. 6 chances have come and gone. Double 18 for Dawkins to prolong this contest. He thought it was in. He was walking. I did that earlier as well. And that was a blocker or a deflection. So Dawkins has had an opportunity to force us to go all the way. And more darts incoming for Howson. Surely he can stack one on top of that one. Well, onwards we go. 9 tournament darts now for Howson, and Dawkins has had... Well, this will be his 6th chance to extend it, and it's double trouble. You can hear the murmurs of the crowd. They can't quite believe this in the madhouse. Are those awkward? They are. Well, can you quite believe it? We've all been here. Double 9. He chooses to go straight at it. Can he barrel in off of those 2? I mean, that third one looks so close. How on earth that isn't in? He's very unlucky there. Howson, meanwhile, he's had 12 tournament darts here. Can he make it the lucky 13? And he does. Just breathes a sigh of relief. Well, Howson fell over the line there, but he's a deserved winner today. He's played some fantastic stuff, and good luck to him at the Modus Super Series. Commiserations to Paul Dawkins, and thank you, as always, for watching.